Hello. Tonight I am vlogging again later than I wanted to as a follow-up to my last vlog, but in the meantime I have been inspired to write a lot the past week and it has been a little easier. Sometimes I have times to vlog, which are times whenever I'm out by myself and I have the mental space and energy left to make a vlog. Other time, and then that opens up hopefully more time. Like this past week I've had a lot of time to blog, so I've had a lot of time to write, and I'm finding the more I'm blogging, the faster I'm able to extract those thoughts, and then just post them to share them. So what I've been doing lately is if you're on my social medias on Instagram and Facebook specifically, Facebook has all of the in full blog posts because Instagram only allows you to share so much in a caption. So that's why I always type there to go to my Facebook so that you can read the whole thing. So what I've been doing lately is I've been updating from my where I'm at in my mental health journey. I'm still going through withdrawal from Cymbalta. That's been going on for about a month. I have my next psychiatry appointment next week, which at that point will hopefully start increasing my level 1 antidepressant, which is Zoloft. So I have been on Zoloft for a solid month at least, if not 2 at this point. So so for me it's a small dose. That's to get it in my system, because medicine, it takes a while to incorporate into your system. So I've been doing that, and then the next appointment will start increasing the Zoloft. Before we could increase the Zoloft, I have to come off the Cymbalta, and that's just a matter of time. And then also my psychiatrist wanted me to get the sleep apnea diagnosis, which you'll see in my other videos I did, and I have some videos about my CPAP machine because I was diagnosed with sleep apnea. So I needed a solid amount of time. So it's been about 2 months that I've been using my CPAP machine now at night. I use it as often as I can. And I say as often as I can instead of every night as I ideally would, because so most of the time, the reason I'm not getting a full night on my CPAP machine is I take it off during my sleep, and I have a video of it, so just scroll through my videos and you'll see the cover picture is with me with the mask on. It's on my nose and I have the strap around my head. So I don't know what I'm doing in my sleep, but it comes off. Overall, yeah, that's helped. So my psychiatrist needed me to come off the Cymbalta, the level 2 antidepressant, and to start recovering from, I'd say a lifetime maybe of sleep apnea. So because a lot of my symptoms that I had when I first started seeing her, she had to determine how much of it was actual condition and how much of it was sleep deprivation. So and then the reason I came off the Cymbalta is it just wasn't really working for me. And from what she was gathering from my experiences with my medicines is that Zoloft seemed to work the best. So, and it's a lot lower in terms of how it affects my body. So the reason that my withdrawal from Cymbalta is taking so long is it works through your nervous system. So I don't know. I mean, there's just so much going on in life right now. I don't know how much is withdrawal, how much is just life in general. I don't know, but I know that so I'm not as nauseated anymore. I think I might be through that. So yay. I think I'm through the nausea. That's been really nice. I'm still having nightmares. Yeah, they're still pretty intense. Like even this past few days, I had 2 nights in a row that I had very clear dreams of being raped. So that's never fun. And then I have other emotionally intense dreams of just these situations I'm stuck being with my family of origin for whatever reason determined in my dream through my subconscious. So Um, those are, and those are just in my experience with the dreams. It's just very emotionally intense. So I'm still tired when I wake up. So that can be symbol to withdrawal that I'm still experiencing. I'm trying to think. I do have headaches a little bit. I mean, it's better since I've had the CPAP. I haven't had them as much. And it is allergy season where I live. So I don't know. Again, there's just so much going on. I don't know how much is the withdrawal, but I'm going to say, yes, I do have some headaches. I'll have a headache once every day or two at this rate. And fortunately, just taking some Advil will nip it in the bud. So, what else? Oh, I've had muscle and joint aches. So again, I don't know. I know that specifically from symbol to withdrawal, because it is the nervous system that's going through the withdrawal, that my joint and muscle pain could indeed really be affected from the withdrawal. I know that's especially my knees and my hips hurt, and my ankles really hurt. So it's a little different for me. Now, again, I don't know how much is withdrawal. I don't know how much is I've been intentionally exercising at least every other day. Ideally I'd be doing it every day, but realistically, I've been doing it every other day, no more than every other day. So that's pretty good for me. And usually on the days that I don't do it, I'm still doing some form of exercise, walking with the kids for at least a mile, walking my dog for at least a mile and a half. So, my down days, or some days, I get a lot of sleep. So like my husband will let me go take a nap. He'll watch the kids and I'll put on the CPAP and I get some good sleep. So the days that I am not working out, I am intentionally taking care of myself emotionally, physically in another way, through sleep, or just focusing my energies on the fact that, like, hey, today the kids needed you a lot. That's just how it is. So, and then I don't know how much is withdrawal and how much is stress. I've just felt really stressed out as a parent lately. I mean, I know every parent, we're all stressed. If you read some of my blog posts, you'll get a better idea of the type of stress that I'm going through. And especially if any of y'all are watching this, if you are a parent so I have 4 children, all under the age of 4. My first 3, in between their births, they're all 13 and a half months apart, my first 3. And then number 3 and 4 are 22 months apart. So I've got 4-year-old, 3-year-old, 2-year-old, and an infant. He's 10 months, in 3 days. So, any other parents who have those specific ages, or something close to that, basically just multiple children very close in age, or if you had them, if you're older and you went through it, like, I don't know, just give me some, advice, maybe. I don't know, just let me know how your experience was when you were stressed and how you coped. I would really love to hear that. Because for me, and I'm going to share here, my biggest stressor right now is the constant stimulation. Somebody needs me at all times, because like some people might have multiple children, but some of them are like independent and might just need, like, hey mom, can you open this like peanut butter for me or something like that. But like all of mine are dependent on me. I can't leave any of them alone. And then even if I've got the first 3, 4, 3, and 2 ages, they're all playing by amongst themselves. The infant, like somebody, like he might need a bottle or a diaper change, and then after that it's like I'm just, it's so I can manage the whole like tasks that I have to constantly do, like the cleaning and meeting everybody's wants and needs. But for me, what I'm really struggling with is the talking, the constant talking, between the crying and the whining and the fights and negotiations, the mental energy that takes. I even find that whenever, so 4, 3, and 2 all talk, they all speak, and they speak very well. They communicate effectively. They have great vocabularies. So even when they come up to me and they're like, mommy, 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 I want to show you something. I try my hardest to be present there and do my best, despite how I'm feeling, to say, yeah, thanks, honey, or oh my gosh, that's beautiful. So, but it's still obvious, like when mommy's not feeling well or mommy's feeling overwhelmed, that it's not the same kind of tone that comes across. So, I just feel bad, like whenever they're sharing even the joys, I'm just completely worn out from not only the tasks every day, I'm stay at home. So, and even right now, like I have considered going and finding part-time work, but I'm like, I am just surviving with the 4. This kind of lifestyle kind of requires one person to be at home. Even when the kids all go to school, we were thinking of sending them all to school this fall. Even then, like somebody has to be home, because if I were to send all 4 to school, or daycare this fall, 4 little kids, somebody's gonna be sick. So I'd still have to work off hours, So, and even then we want to get them in extracurriculars, and like I'm gonna be a chauffeur. And I still have to be home from whenever somebody's sick, and especially with COVID. I mean, to my understanding, we're not in school yet, but my understanding is that like, kids can get sent home for milder symptoms than like pre-COVID, if that's my understanding. If that's correct. If it's incorrect, let me know. But I mean, again, it depends on the district and the school and whatnot. So anyways, you kind of get a gist. So for me, I'm an introvert. Just people exhaust me. That's just the very definition of an introvert. I gain my energy from being by myself. Like right now, this is awesome. And also, so I know a lot of my struggles has to do with how I grew up. In my family of origin, there were 6 children, all from the same parents, yes. And so there was always a lot of chaos, a lot of like noise and things. And I have an autistic brother. So those who are familiar with autism, he's on the lower end of the spectrum, and he does what's called stimming. He goes, with his hands up, and he has these like, he vocalizes this ongoing kind of like monologue, or the thoughts he has in his head. So he kind of like vocalizes out loud his own kind of like stories throughout the days. So there was always noise like from him, and then like just the rest of us in the house. And then I'm number 3 of 6. So I saw the youngest 2 like when they're little, so there's noise from that. And just having 8 people under a roof, there's noise at all the time. But I was the invisible child, and I was always quiet. So, one thing I've learned, so growing up and before having a lot of kids, I was like, oh yeah, I can handle it. Like, I'm used to this. I'm used to that lifestyle. So yes, that has helped in some ways. Some ways that I was caught blindsided, well, naively, I should say, is the chaos centers around me as the mom. That is what I struggle with most. So, even though I was used to a lot of people living under one roof, as a child, I was able to go in my own little space and just hide and be by myself. Just nobody bothered me. Nobody talked to me. But in my family of choice and having my own kids, everybody's coming to me. So it's extremely overwhelming as an introvert and as somebody who grew up as the invisible child. So if anybody's watching this, if you have any advice for me, I know I have some very dear friends who are offering to help, and one of my steps is to start taking them up on that. I want to share these tonight to share with other parents who are similarly struggling, because I got a lot of feedback from my parent posts. I want you all to hear what the anxiety and stuff sounds like from a parent, to get that idea if you aren't a parent or just watching these. And then also, offering an invitation. If you can help, send it my way. All right, till next time.